So finding accommodation is the last thing you have to think about. However, sometimes accommodation can be very difficult to get when you apply late. So you should always apply as early as possible when you get admission to the universities or the schools who admit you. Don't wait until the last minute because it can be a problem for you. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Finnish-based registered nurse working here in Helsinki, Finland. Yeah, so many of you have been asking me how to find accommodation as a student here in Finland. Usually when you get admission from the school admission letter or the document that comes with admission letter shows you the ways to find accommodation here. They list some accommodation preferences that as a new student you should apply to before coming to Finland. Yeah. However, in Finland we have different types of housing for students. We have the studio apartment, which in other countries is known as a single room apartment, a single room self-contained, which includes your own bathroom, your kitchen, and then the bedroom. You have your own room, but you share the kitchen and then the bathroom with 2 or 1 other student. That is a shared apartment or accommodation. And then we have a family accommodation, which is a bigger apartment with 2 or 3 rooms to hold a larger family. If someone comes to Finland to school with his family, then they can be there. Much time we can go on the computer so that I show you the simple ways in finding some other accommodation in case your school you got admitted to did not list these accommodations. So without wasting much time, we can come on the computer to talk also about how to find other accommodation in case your school did not list some of these accommodation in the letter which came with your admission letter. So let's say for you had your school, your admission in Vasa. So if it's in Vasa, we can do something like accommodation. No, let me start with student accommodation in Vasa. Yeah, so usually these sponsored ones, I skip it and then go on the ones which are not sponsored. So you see, we have the Student Housing Foundation in Vasa, which is the one, this one is popularly used for Vasa. Also, every student usually use this. This is for University of Vasa. They also talk about how to find an accommodation, student housing for rent. So yeah, in case your school did not mention about especially this one, then you can always come on the internet to find alternative one. So let's say student accommodation in Helsinki. Yeah. So the sponsored one, you skip it. You skip all sponsored ones. And then now you see WAS. This is also used usually by students who live here in Helsinki. Yeah. You can further on go down to also read about all these ones. And Sato is also for students, you know. Also bear in mind that these accommodations are subsidized by the government, which makes them very cheap. So you can get a student apartment as low as 250 euro a month to as high as about 1,200 euro a month, depending on your preference and the year of the building. Yes, thank you so much. Stay tuned for more interesting videos.